Okay, welcome back. Today is Thursday, and today will be your last assignment of, not your assignment, your last lesson of the week. Before you do today's lesson, please make sure that you've completed yesterday's assignment. So today we're still going to be under sequences and series, but today we're going to be talking more so about arithmetic sequence along with a common difference. So we're going to start with vocabulary, and once again, you need to write this in your notes. Everything you'll be doing today, every slide in here will be just notes. You will not have an assignment today. I'm only asking you to write some notes today, and then tomorrow I'm asking you to complete an assignment. So an arithmetic sequence is a sequence in which the difference between any two terms is constant. So what you need to do is find a common difference in an arithmetic sequence. And a common difference is the numerical difference between two terms. We call that variable D. It is used in an equation you will learn here in the near future. So again, this should be written in your notes along with all 6 examples. Please copy this in your notes. Copy this down, press pause, and then press play when you're ready to fill it in. So the directions say to determine whether the sequence is arithmetic. If yes, identify the common difference and give the next 3 terms. So to determine if a sequence is arithmetic, we need to figure out if there is a common difference. Now, a common difference can be that you're adding a number or subtracting a number. I know it's confusing because it's using the word difference, but you could be adding a negative, which is the same thing as subtracting. So we're looking at, can I add or subtract to get to the next number? And can I add and subtract the same number multiple times to get to the next number? So let's look here. Let's look at example 1. It's the easiest one. How do we get from 5 to 8? What I like to do is draw a little asterisk here. So to get from 5 to 8, we add 3. So that means if this was an arithmetic sequence, we should be able to add 3 to each term to get to the next one. And let's see if that holds true. So 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 plus 3 is 14. And 14 plus 3 is 17. So determine whether the sequence is arithmetic. Yes, it is. And then if yes, identify the common difference. We're going to title that D, okay? So D is actually going to be whatever this number is. So D is 3. And give the next 3 terms. So my next 3 terms would be 17 plus 3, which is 20. Right? We got to keep adding 3. Add 3 again. That would be 23. Add 3 again. That would be 26. So 20, 23, and 26. All of this is your answer. So you're going to determine whether it's arithmetic. Give me what that common difference is, which we denote as the letter D, and then tell me what the next 3 terms are. Okay, so let's look here. How do we get from 23 to 16? Well, our numbers are getting smaller here, so we're obviously going to be subtracting. So we got to figure out, what do I need to be subtracting? 23 minus what is 16? Let's use a calculator. 23 minus 6 is 17. So what about 23 minus 7? There we go. 23 minus 7. So that means that I should be able to keep subtracting 7 and getting the next term. So let's see, is 16? We would do 16 minus 7. What is 16 minus 7? Is 9. Is that what it's supposed to be? Yes, it is. 9 minus 7 is 2, and 2 minus 7 is negative 5. So first you're going to determine, is this an arithmetic sequence? And we're going to say yes. Then it says identify the common difference. That's your D. So D is going to be negative 7. And identify the next 3 terms. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep subtracting 7. So we're going to start at negative 5, negative 5 minus 7. We can use our calculator. Negative 5 minus 7 is negative 12. So that's negative 12 will go here. Negative 12 minus 7 is negative 19. And one more time, negative 19 minus 7 is negative 26. So those are my next 3 terms. And all of this is your answer. Okay, let's see here. Let's look at example 3. How do we get from 1 to 2? Add 1. From 2 to 3? Add 1. From 3 to 5? Add 2. So already we can say this is not an arithmetic sequence because you need to be adding the same number each time. So our answer here is simple, no. All right, let's see here. Starting at -6 and moving on to the next one, to get from -6 to -8, you would need to subtract 2. Let me show you. -6 minus 2 is -8. Now, -8 minus 2 is -10. -10 minus 2 is -12. And -12 minus 2 is -4. So this is arithmetic. Our D value is -2. And then we need to find the next 3 terms. So we're going to keep subtracting 2. -14 minus 2 is -16. -16 minus 2 is -18. And then -18 minus 2 is -20. So those would be my next 3 terms of the sequence. And this is our final answer. 2 more to go. So to get from -20 to -10, we're actually adding. So -20 plus 10 is -10. So plus 10. -10, let's see. If I add 10 to -10, do I get to the next term? So -10 plus 10, oops. -10 plus 10 gives me 0. So it looks to me here that this does not work. Really, to get from -5, -10 to -5, we add 5. So this is not an arithmetic sequence. Okay, last example of the day. So we got -35 to -23. Looks like we're going to be adding some number. We got to figure out what that is. So let's see. I'm thinking 12 maybe. -35 plus 12. I was right. All right, so -35 plus 12. Let's see if we add 12, do we get to -11? -23 plus 12 is -11. We're going to have to keep going. -11 plus 12 is 1. Is that our next term number? Yes. And then 1 plus 12 is 13. So yes, this is arithmetic. And D is equal to 12. And we need to find the next 3 terms, so we just need to keep adding 12. 13 plus 12 is going to be 25. 25 plus 12 is 37. And 37 plus 12 is equal to 49. So my next 3 term numbers are 25, 37, and 49. And I believe that is our last example. Yep, so this is it for today. Make sure you have all of this in your notes so that you can reference back, because your assignment really looks exactly the same. So I am asking you to complete this assignment tomorrow. It is the same exact questions. I am asking you, I think number 6, I may have changed. This should say this is a challenge question. This one is not as easy as it looks, but I still want you to try it. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me on Schoology. And of course, you can always come to my office hours every day from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So I will see you again on Monday. Make sure you complete this assignment by Friday and have a good weekend.